So, my people, welcome to another episode of Voice of Dufuhs podcast. Today, I'm going to be the host. You guys already know me. I've never been the host before, but today is my day to shine. And we are here to give you another interesting topic. Today's video is going to be very, very worth it, and you guys should make sure you watch it to the end. We've already dropped the previous videos, and we would love you guys to watch, subscribe, and like them. Thank you very much. So, delve into the topic now. By my right, I have a very beautiful young lady here as my host, my co-host. Her name is Shizda. By my left, I have a guest, Joel. And then by my far right, I have a crotch actually, also known as Milk the Creative. He's a very creative human being, and he's going to drop his insights creating this particular video. So, moving right on, the topic for today is economic situation on Nigerian students. This one, we already know the country very well. The country is hot as it stands. Tinubu is not helping matters, so we really need to talk about how students cope in a particular situation. So I'm going to throw out questions. Okay, so let's get right into it. Mil, what's your take on the economic situation currently?
Now I just want to shout. It's hitting everybody. Yeah, it's sharp. I feel it hits me. I don't know for others.
It is easy.
Very well.
It is easy.
Very well.
So you can see, safe to say, 100% here, it hit everybody. Because definitely, I think it's hitting me.
The economy is messed up. The average pressure. We've seen our students we talk about here, so it's pressure on students, pressure on parents, and the both sides feel these people need to do it. It's crazy.
So now, you as a student, what do you do to cope with the hardship? What do you do? What are your ways? Or do you even have to cope with it, or you just need like cruise?
I don't do cruise.
You know the cruise?
I don't do cruise. I just breeze through it, guys. I guess one small. So
Like I said, make the creative. Stop getting ways now.
Stop this. I don't get like I'm yet. It's left for me now because I feel this is a job for parents. But our parents are super good. They know wherever all the parents. If you call, anytime you call, they will try to they will show for you. So I feel it's left like for me to like reduce the children money exactly since I did see my own money. Okay, make I decide some kind of things for myself. So I don't really shift the burden to the until I have to until it's not off.
So I think I start if you do 1 month.
Nah,
Sorry, you know it.
1 month ish.
If you do 1 month,
like 2-3 weeks.
without shift,
That was like here.
and
Wait, we are just asking wait. Yeah, what of you? I mean, you said the economy is bad here. What of you, like, how you coping? How you handling it?
Okay, so being in an institution where you're not really allowed to probably get into a business and all, and me personally, I have to stand and abide by the rules that the institution has given. So you just have to find a way around it and know how to you also have to consider the fact that it's not easy for our parents hustling, and then with the naira rates, I think there was a point where it was getting crazy. I think every day it's
So
one to today, it's 1 to the next day, and it's like crazy and all. So me personally, I just had to like ask for me that I'm like I have elder siblings, so I have to share the work. So like the pressure is not only on one person. My dad will get, and then when it's already being tight on my side more than I can handle, I just have to shift the pressure to somebody else to feel it more. And just like that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and just like that is like
You go reach everybody.
and so nobody is and nobody complains because it's not the pressure is not all on one person.
Yeah.
So that's just my own survival mechanism.
Would you say like the way you were feeding last year in school is different from the way you're feeding this year in school?
Actually, I feel it's the same. It's the same.
Okay, so like
Just that-
the way you were enjoying money last year, is the same way you were enjoying money this year.
No, okay, see, I just realized that the same portion of food, like the amount, like when I mean amount, I mean money,
Yeah.
that I used to get something that would be okay for me. It's just crazy. This
Yeah.
like, it's like sometimes after eating, I'm still looking around. I'm still looking around. So I feel like I just had to explain the situation to my dad, and he understood me.
Luckily for you.
For him, no, his own perspective, he understood me and upped my allowance. But sincerely, it's not really getting me by because it's just crazy. I don't know if it's my appetite or if it's from those that are.
Stay up there.
So it's like it's not getting me. That this is us talking about just the feeding money. We still have other things. You have to take buy your cream, buy stove, get skincare, all these things. You have to recharge.
Yes, no, I mean, the economy is not shining on you.
I feel the
You get even about the data that you even use at least sometimes to ease off stress. Probably after reading, maybe read for 1 hour.
You still need that to read. To research and the rest.
So it's crazy. And this is just me talking about my feeding money. And so I'm not mounting the pressure on one person. But if it gets hard, I'm definitely going to lay my hands on one or two. Definitely.
Definitely. Also, yeah. And she said she doesn't like breaking this. For herself, she doesn't like breaking this. That's like if you stop, you have to. So you're still going to break at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You're still going to break.
No, not. You can. I can put my hands on something without breaking the university. That's when I offer services and not offer goods. Like, offer my services and not.
Okay, that's smart.
Back to you, Mr. Maybe
Crazy.
Let's share it. So what of you? When you were chopping last year, is it the same as this year?
Okay, last year. You know, this one different between enjoying money. Don't you say like the way you were enjoying money? You don't enjoy money in this school. You survive. The way I was surviving last year. Okay, last year. I was quite poorish last year.
Okay.
But my parents were there for me. So if you compare it to this year now, you still know. Yeah, that's what.
Even as the portion, everything. If she had 1K back then, you could enjoy it.
Exactly.
It's 1K.
And you bought.
You bring the key back, say. It's no get you, they will bring your plate for you.
And now you look at it, they increase your allowance, you think it's supposed to go. But it's actually for you to now be in line with it. It's not like that when it's going to
At this point, if you spend wisely, you will finish. If you don't spend wisely,
And I feel like some parents don't understand because they feel like my child is because they don't know what's going on here in the school. They don't know how they expect that. Oh, since I've brought up my child in this particular way, I expect that they will shoot to their finances and everything. So you come and you're like, oh, mommy sent me like 2 weeks ago. Your mom or your dad is like, please explain because it's not adding up. And you don't know how to say, I actually did not spend recklessly. I actually did not go anywhere to go and buy out.
You see, even the wrong 101. Money in a night.
101.
Nothing this day for you. I just think also back there was a really bad. That's 450 already. So almost half of that as well. Then you buy food 1,000 naira as well. That's in the morning already. You know it's crazy.
It's 600 naira food. You feel the salt there. You're like,
I mean,
It's very
it's bad.
Like
It's
an
bad.
average student now, that's for someone who doesn't eat in the morning, probably gets some provision in the morning, like you want to eat good food. An average student spends nothing less than 2.5 a day.
Yes, that's the truth.
For now, you get money.
No.
Also, let's fast till 3.
Yeah,
This led period was very important.
I almost followed this.
I was so close to God. Like the connection was so clear. My skin, under my skin was gone, not fast.
No, the thing is,
It's like it's too tight because like okay, let's say in the afternoon, just let you just go and be careful. 1, 2 will leave your pocket. 1, 2, and then in the night
You step out.
just mistakenly pass the stop. And 1, 2 is off again, and then maybe 100 naira for maybe just give it at 2.5, and then imagine when you times it by 30.
With the heat and everything, there is no way you don't want to get something cheap. There is just
How much is the good deal?
no way. And I think the cheapest
Oh,
would
yeah,
be
this is
300 naira.
at this point, you can't even keep up with the affections. You can see that the takes energy.
Now,
How much is it?
Like, the economy doesn't give space for cravings or addition again because
You want to pray.
now let's say again money for food.
you can't.
Please,
Remember
let's get money. They
what you
pray.
said,
Only ministers, senators,
I'm going to do this one. You know, if you know what you
they
said.
are allowed to pray.
If you know, you don't want to see this here, you're looking for. You know what you said, you said, if you just work around 2 5 1 month and you want to. You know that some students are not, they don't have the opportunity to spend that much. Their parents are probably just maybe average, but they struggle to pay the school fees. So now, those students, what do you think they should do? Because obviously, billing their parents can't do it. So what do you think is the best thing for them to do? Go manage or just try to beg their parents to just increase the school, but they should understand their parents that, oh, my parents really can't do this. Let me just see if I can run the Windows standard 001, get good grades and leave the school. Or what do you think they should do exactly?
See, me, I thank God that I don't have such situation now. But sometimes even when I buy things and like I see how. So sometimes when I buy things, my mind just goes back on. Oh, there are people that are not even able to like survive.
What to spend?
Yes.
Like probably know what they spend by the.
Yes. Like and then so me as a student, and with the way the world is very
harsh.
you can pick up personally. I feel like one can easily pick up a skill. I'm talking now.
Easy.
Yeah, I'm talking now because I'm talking now the type of institution that I'm under. And then for someone outside an institution where you're allowed to do business, like you don't have any excuse at all. There's no excuse. There's no excuse that would fit into my head for why you're not balling in this economy. Okay. So,
But did you say balling in this economy?
Yeah.
I think the aim was to survive in the economy.
No.
Ball.
I mean, in the midst of hardship, I feel like that's when it's easier to make money.
Hardship is related.
It's really not. Personally, left me is really not about hardship because COVID was when people made money. The economy was not bad. It was just something was just wrong with the world. Something was just wrong with the world.
And during COVID, like a lot of countries had recession like mad, but still a lot of people were able to make it. So I feel like
crypto and Bitcoin made doesn't like the people.
in the face of hardship, it's easier to put your hands in something. And so now for us, I always say this, that to pick up a skill is not something that you need to run around or I don't know. It's not something that is so hard. As long as you really want to, it's everywhere. It's there everywhere. With just data, you can be able to pick up a skill.
The skill that you're saying, okay, pick up. What are the odds that these students will see opportunities there? Because definitely, what works for you will work for another person. So let's say you decide to pick this thing up now, and then you just keep on trying, it doesn't work out. There are situations like that, you can't see how.
So what makes me different from the person? If you picked up his stuff, obviously you're not going to pick the same skill that I, because we are wired differently. So what are the odds? What makes you different from me? I feel like you're not yet hungry. Because if you're hungry, you will do something about it.
But remember what we're also trying to say is how we need to survive in this economy. In this, like you said, the institution they don't allow. Yes, you can pick up the skill, but you can't use that skill here until you leave the school. So how do you survive here in this school?
For someone that is in this school and you want to pick up a skill,
Pick up the one you can use in the school.
yes. Okay,
Sensible.
like how let's say that now. Okay, let's say no, not better. Exactly.
Okay, let's keep it as very every girl in the to pick up every person. Who wants to do good?
Why should you pick up this person? If every other person is doing
It is not even in the business. It's a very open market.
Calm down. Let's talk about skills.
So
You go back to
Chill.
You go back to
Wait, come on. When I talk about skill,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about plating hair.
Okay,
And
digital
sewing
skills,
clothes.
yeah.
Digital skills that work now. Where your audience or the people you're selling to are not bound to the four walls of this university.
Okay.
You can sell your market or whatever to people out there.
Okay.
And then it works. Yes.
Okay, now-
So if things are hard for you,
Mm-hmm.
you can do something. I believe that. Unless you're just okay and you want people to do, but if you're ready to take responsibility for yourself,
yeah.
you would always see something. You always find a way to just maneuver. Like, I mean, we are young minds. Although I don't like to put people on the efficiency or major people according to the efficiency that I work on, but like, personally for me, I don't take excuse for anything.
Okay, that's
Anything at all. And so, okay, yes, picking up is you have to just maybe with your data now, 500 naira data. You go to YouTube, download videos everywhere. You'll be able to do something.
Let's put it like this. Parents, they know why they send their children to school because of what? Simply good grades, get the best and leave and find job and the rest. We all know that if you are picking up a skill, there's always it's like a distraction, right? It's a distraction. So what I say now that okay, you have to eat and get, let's say it affects your score now, your grades. It comes down. You go back home, oh daddy I'm fat, but look at my results. Mommy I'm looking, but look at my results. Do you think the parents will be very happy out? Like it's not a good situation for them. They will tell you, oh focus on your book, focus on your book. And then now in school they are hungry. What do you think they should do? You are still saying they should enter into the field of, oh let me find something to do.
Are we talking from the perspective of someone that has sense or someone that doesn't have sense?
Yeah, actually, because I feel like you should be able to balance.
You should be able to balance it.
You should be able to
I
balance.
feel like balance.
Because if you really want to make your parents proud, then that thing, that skill comes second to the degree you're supposed to get, whether you like it or not.
So you
Because
can
they're not feeding your school fees, they're once feeding
Did you know when it's okay, this is
Exactly, this is time for me to
Maybe
leave
just
and everything, just pause on the skill thing. That's
well, you created just said something. You say he doesn't believe in balance. So let's hear something.
You don't really balance.
I don't know. I feel balance doesn't exist.
Balancing is just very hard. It's a very because and I think it's relative too. You can't say oh the way I'm balancing it is the same way everybody else is supposed to balance something.
Yeah.
There's a concept with people tend to like view this balance something. So they're like, okay, I carry this one, I carry this one. And I have to carry them together.
Equally,
If you are going to,
You just being
you
all
have
into
to do
something.
something.
Yeah,
You should know.
I guess it's fine. I just feel
I think this is a sacrifice you get. You cannot, you should know how much time and attention to pour into this one and how much to pour into this one. And you should know like, you should calculate the risks.
Yeah.
So you know, okay, if I'm going to neglect my studies for 1 hour 30 minutes today and focus on my skill, how waiting will be the returns, how crazy, like what will be the effect?
What am I going to do?
Exactly, what am I going to do? What am I going to get? So if you see this distraction something, there are people that are doing nonsense. Like let's be
Nonsense.
there ourselves truth. There are people that are like doing nonsense on the side and they're still good, balancing the nonsense with the academics and they're still like pouring in more time and attention into the nonsense. So cut down the nonsense, get the skill or reasonable thing. They know, okay, this sacrifice, I just call it sacrifice. I don't use balance like that because I feel you should know how much time and attention is going to this and this. Then check on, come like, okay, I will neglect this one small, make this one try.
So moving on. There is still one more important topic we need to discuss. Although we won't take that there because since like we're running out of time. So I'd like to do this question out now to you guys. We definitely know that there are students that, like I said before, their parents aren't able to cater for the needs, the very important ones where they have to obviously eat every time. So now these students are obviously like, oh, I need to need money so I can get out of the situation. And then we find out, we all know that the country is making education easy for students. So they find out that if I can just venture into something else and do this education thing, that it's never going to help in the future. That what if it doesn't help? But they very zero your mind, let's say they zero your mind. Because there are many of us like that have said, oh, education is scam, that they want to venture into something else. want to leave school, probably want to even enter fraud and secret money. They just know that education is not the right way. What do you have to see for today? What do you think? Do you understand where they're coming from? Or do you think that they can actually do better and see it the other way, that there's always that there's light at the end of the tunnel, or there's just something else to do, rather than believing that school is, exactly, school and stuff. So what do you guys think?
I feel this thing is it's one big misconception that people are like, hey, school and scam and fraud is legal. I was telling my friend that there are ways to control money, melody, fraud.
Mostly, I'm not talking about just fraud. I'm saying fraud.
Exactly. But people are like saying school and scam, and like saying, I feel if you believe, like, if you sit down and tell yourself, hey, if I get this certificate, I like work out, you're wasting your time. You should have a second plan. You should have something that, okay, if this doesn't work out, you get something to fall back on. But there are things that school, the things that school provides you with as somebody in the school that you will not get outside. You get, there are things that I have done that if I don't do this school, I never even see the way to find myself to that place. You get, so.
Okay, so you said something when she said that nobody actually becomes so comfortable on salary, and I agree to it, yes, because big man, big trouble. The more your salary is increasing, the more the pressure on you is getting higher. Okay, just imagine if when you are just a mere employee, you're staying in the flat. If you become like managing director, you're not going to be in a flat. You're going to move probably to a duplex, and that's increasing. That you just end up start like, yeah. So like the more you increase, that more just like, okay, let's say me, they were giving me 30,000 in my year one, and then I was living fine, and all of a sudden it has increased now, but I don't see myself. It's still not enough.
Yeah.
So I will always stand. My dad, probably like everybody else has been saying, my dad is a businessman. So even though he emphasizes on academics, business is something that cannot be left out, because my dad always say, probably as for me as a lady, I might be okay on salary, but as a man, you cannot live your life and live the life you want based on counted money, salary. You can't. You can have salary and then just set up something somewhere that just getting you money, and that's it.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, because even my dad is a lover of one of the great economists of all time, Robert Kiyosaki. I think when I was like 12 or 13, he gave me one of his books to read, and in that book he said that it's not good for you carry you, because there's something called the rat race. As you're moving to stage 1 and you're getting the salary for stage 1, when you get to stage 2, you're going to up your game. Do you understand? Like you said, if you were staying in the flat, exactly. So you're going higher. You want to be higher too now. That kind of thing.
That's the reason why you're going higher.
So still standing on what you said, have a second option. No matter what, just have a second option. Pick up a skill, anything.
And no matter what rubbish your lecturer is saying in class, listen. I'm not saying you most times at the moment it feels like rubbish at the moment, but then later you just sit down and then you think, okay, I'm actually very privileged to be in this university because I attend the chapel every Sunday, and here I visit talk. And the things that he says, no, people used to underrate it, but then I just realized that these are things that people go for paid conferences to hear.
To listen to this.
And we are getting it free. And people are on that. That's how much, you see, when things are given free. When things are given free, people just tend to underrate it. But it's when until you're able to drop something. Imagine, I was in Lagos ending of last year, and then I saw something, I was like, oh wow, I really love to attend this. Entrance fee, 100K.
Wow.
100K.
From knowledge, I cannot go and get.
And trust me, these are things that have been dished out to us every Sunday. So that's why no matter how rubbish I feel like, oh, I've heard this thing before, or how rubbish it sounds, I just calm down and listen. Because I know definitely the knowledge will be applied somewhere in the future.
I feel like there's a level of illumination to these things. I was reading ENT slides prepared for example, like, wow, look at the things they're teaching. I told somebody that this is valuable, and I was like, I bet it's nonsense. I'm like, I do not like it. But then you're not like, prove it. I do not agree. Just let it. Because I'm like, this guy is not qualified enough to contain. No, it's not. I say this a level of illumination. There are some people that listen to my view my status and they don't get because you're not. There's a level of illumination you have to reach for some kind of information. So that guy is not qualified to be like for that kind of information. Just respect yourself. Stick to what you're doing.
You don't speak, but that's where they say that is the best answer.
Exactly.
In situations like that.
So when even these VCs teachings and some people like this guy is just capping and like, don't worry, you're not qualified enough. When you reach, by then I don't go far, but when you reach, you understand. Exactly. So yeah.
So to Joel, new be creative and I host. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been awesome. Like the topic was wonderful and the way we spoke about it too was even more wonderful. And you guys, thanks for like following us through. I hope you watched to the end so I can hear my voice. Because the host has not been letting me talk.
But what is at the end?
And that's when I'm talking at the end. So stay to the end. So I can hear my voice. I hear Joel, impart so much wisdom. Thank you guys. Stay tuned. Hopefully,
I'm still a good person.
you drop another.
I'm not the host. She's the host. Thank
As
you.
I was saying, hopefully you drop another interesting episode. So look out for it. Love you guys. Bye.
Don't forget to like, watch, subscribe, and do whatever you want to do to our YouTube channel.